For years, 10 Tampa Bay has followed the search for erased and destroyed African American cemeteries across Tampa Bay.
And as we honor Black History Month, this evening we take a look at an effort to preserve a resting place that's managed to survive. 10 Tampa Bay's Emerald Morrow takes us to Tarpon Springs.
That's pretty good. Let's see.
Do one or two more times.
They're just as interested in our history as we are.
That looks good.
History of the Rose Cemetery in Tarpon Springs, the oldest intact resting place for African Americans in Pinellas County.
We heard the story they used to mark some of the unmarked graves with conch shells to show people came from the Bahamas. And we felt like since we had this church, we ought to do something to help out.
With help from volunteers, these crosses are their contribution. Barry Butler and his wife run the Tarpon Springs Distillery out of the old Mount Moriah AME Church. It was once connected to Rose Cemetery, where today there are more than 150 unmarked graves.
Our ancestors should be tracked and recorded.
Katie Taylor is president of the Rose Cemetery Association and has been working to make sure this resting place doesn't suffer the same fate as we've seen with other Black cemeteries.
Thank God it's not lost like some of the ones that's in the area.
Since 2019, archaeologists have found hundreds of graves from erased African American cemeteries across the Tampa Bay area under apartments, schools, and businesses. This includes in Pinellas, where 10 Investigates was the first to report the possibility of graves from a destroyed Black cemetery underneath the old Curtis Fundamental School in Clearwater. As a result of this reporting, archaeologists found more than 50 graves.
Black cemeteries are important because we're people too.
Historians say the cemetery has had to overcome major challenges like destroyed records and, quote, haphazard burials. And Taylor has been working to preserve this rich cultural resource of Afro-Caribbean and African-American history where veterans, Black spongers, and civil rights leaders rest.
You know, you take that, you compare this to some of the African American cemeteries where they built schools on top of them, or buildings, or government buildings, or they hide the fact that they're there and build, you know, apartment complexes on them and things. You know, at least this cemetery has a history and has maintained its history.
On assignment for Black History Month, I'm Emerald Morrow.
And to learn more about the search for erased cemeteries across the Tampa Bay area, check out 10tampabay.com/erased.